Dozier, thank you so much for joining us today. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do with East?
About what I do? I, I tell people to run my mouth for a living, but I have the distinct pleasure and honor of being the president and chief executive officer for the East Initiative. We are the nonprofit that supports, recruits, grows, and basically oversees the East model and the East programs. And I have been a part of East since 1998.
Our East program here at Parson Hills has been working for a long time to prepare for East Conference. What goes behind the scenes with East staff to make this happen?
I couldn't even begin to explain it all, but what I think is pretty interesting to understand is the East Conference is unique. It's one part exposition and one part exhibition and one part training and professional development. When you put all three of those things together, then it's pretty much about a 10-month process of working to make sure that the facilities and the things are in place, but also the people have the things that we need, that we have presenters or guests or whomever to come and do those things, and that we're planning to do some of the things to make it really a first-rate event, especially for the students.
How would you describe the feeling when you walk into conference for the first time?
So as a facilitator, it's like this big, huge relief is off your shoulders because you've been preparing for 12 months, or in this case, 72 months. I don't know. It's been a while, right? 24 months at least for this moment. And when you walk into that exhibit hall for the first time, you're like, okay, we're here. The kids are fed. Our stuff is ready. That's when it's like a relief for me. For the kids, which this is what I enjoy watching the kids, your eyes get really big because there's so much to see. You're in this huge exhibit hall room that for a lot of our kids, it's the biggest room they've ever been in. The entire convention center stretches about half a mile. And so it's the biggest convention center in the state, and East completely takes over. So it's almost like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The kids go wild, and it's so cool.
What is the key to having a successful East Conference booth?
I would say be professional, but also have a good time. You are there because you've worked your entire year at school in East, trying to showcase what you've done and who you are. And so this is kind of like your shining moment to get to show this is who I am and this is why I'm here. So yeah, be professional about it, but I hope you enjoy your time there.
Yeah, just echoing what she said, I think it matters less what's in your booth. It matters more like the energy that the people in the booth have. You want to be inviting, you want to bring people in, and you want to just have conversations to talk about East.
I think successful East Conference booth comes down to creativity and getting the attention of other people. So try and have something different than all the other schools. I also think that it comes down to the people, the students that are there representing the booths, always having a smile on their face, being warm, welcome, and inviting.
Yeah, as Caden was kind of saying, when you're in the booth, it's not only about the physical structure of the booth, but it's about the presenters. They're going out, stepping out, reaching out to people as they walk by, pulling them into the booth, talking to them and getting them engaged instead of them getting engaged with you. You're getting them engaged with yourself.
Yeah, there's so many people at East Conference walking around and so many schools that are being represented, and they're adding more every year, that it's important for the people going to in-person East Conference to focus on reaching out to other people while you're there, trying to network as much as possible, meet as many people, bring them into your booth, walk around, grab people and bring them all the way to your booth. Just, show them what you're doing.
What is your favorite activity at East Conference?
Oh, my favorite activity. If you're going to make me, you can't make me pick one. I love what happens in the arena on the big stage because it's an opportunity if you've never been on a stage like that, and providing an opportunity for as many students as we can to get on that stage and experience all of that excitement and that electricity of being in front of their peers. But I also really love what happens in the exhibit hall, because that represents who we are, what we have done. It's been a while since we've been there. So there are two different things there, but I would, if I had to pick one, I would say it's exhibit hall, because that's where we really see what has happened, what is happening across the state and even across the nation. So it would be all of the projects, all of the students' stories that have an opportunity to be shared and displayed on that exhibit floor.
What is your best memory from East Conference?
One of my favorite things was just spending time with the team outside of the official event. So one of the things with the GTSOI, we ended up establishing a tradition of going to get ice cream after the award ceremony. So it's just little things like that where you just get to bond and spend time with people that I really enjoyed.
How has being in East impacted your educational experience?
I think East has helped me kind of adopt a new mindset, because in East you're asking questions about like, why are things the way that they are and what can you do to solve that? And honestly, I've taken that to my educational experience, but also I feel like it's just changed how I approach the world, because things don't have to be necessarily the way that they are. And there's no reason that me or you or anyone else can't be the person who changes that.
East kind of completely shaped my later high school and now college experience. I am a business education major, and I would 100% grant East the reason why I chose that major, just because I got to explore my interest more. I got to use these softwares. I got to really experience creative freedom for the first time, and it was really eye-opening to me. And I realized I wanted to do the same for students in the future.
Our conference team will be heading to Hot Springs for the first time, like so many other programs. Can you give us any tips about how to have a successful conference experience?
I don't know who else you've talked to, but I can promise you, tip number one is ignore anything that anybody tells you about fashion with shoes. Wear good, comfortable walking shoes. It'll break your feet.
And probably the most important thing, wear comfortable shoes. Don't wear heels. Don't wear wedges. Don't go and buy yourself some new Jordans and wear them right out of the box. They need to be broken in a little bit. And so comfortable shoes is huge.
We would like to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to help us explore East. It has been wonderful to hear what you have to share. We look forward to seeing you in March.
Thank you so much. This is an absolute thrill. We absolutely love visiting with students. You are where it's happening. It's not happening here. It's happening there. So I'm very excited and very honored just to be able to share some of my experiences. And we look forward to seeing you all here in just a few days in Hot Springs.